Did you know the Bible has its own boy meets girl story? Hi, I'm Bryn Jocelyn, a Bible nerd trying to better understand my Bible and help others do the same. And we can find this first in Genesis 24. Abraham's servant travels to a foreign land and meets a girl at a well. She draws some water and also waters his camels. After talking for a bit, she runs off to tell her family. Eventually, she comes back with the servant and marries Isaac. A cute little story that feels like it could be a romantic short film. But then it happens again. In Genesis 29, Jacob goes to a foreign land and meets a girl at a well. This time he draws water for her and waters her flock. After talking for a bit, she runs off to tell her family. As with the first story, it eventually culminates in their marriage, though we have extra complications like having to marry her sister first. At first glance, it seems like a coincidence, or maybe it was the same story that just got applied to both Isaac and Jacob. But then it happens again. In Exodus 2, Moses flees to a foreign land, and he meets some women at a well. He draws water for them and for their flock. The women then run back to their family to tell them what happened, and one of those daughters, Zipporah, later becomes Moses' wife. By now the pattern is undeniable. The man travels to a foreign country, meets a girl at a well, one draws water for the other, the woman runs off and tells her family, and then the two get married. Finally, we get to the New Testament, which flips the script. In John 4, Jesus travels to a foreign land and meets a girl at a well. Our boy meets girl love story is set up. We know where this is heading. But the author of John decides to subvert this trope. Instead of drawing water for this woman, Jesus talks to her about the water of life. He's not here to address her physical thirst, but a spiritual one. The woman runs off, not just to tell her family, but to spread the news to her entire town. And rather than Jesus and the woman getting married, the woman and her whole town are reunited through faith with God. The Bible is not just some dry historic textbook. It's a literary masterpiece, with each of its authors picking up stories, themes, and tropes that have gone before and then reusing them and sometimes repurposing them for effect to draw you deeper into the biblical narrative. And if you found that interesting, why not watch this video on Can God's Chosen People Still Be Jerks?